Hello, my green skins, and welcome to a late night Orc War Chief reviews. My first movie going experience in 10 years. I don't go to the theaters anymore because the price tags are so stupid. I'm sorry, for a bottle of pop, for a regular small pop and popcorn cost me 16 bucks today. And I was just like, so, you know what? No. Kind of pricey. What did I go see though? Well, before I go there, let's get why I don't go to movie theaters. And this hit off a couple things. One, movie theaters always have annoying kids. Like I'm so happy me and my buddies took the nosebleed section cuz when they took the nosebleed section, we were good and we actually by doing that, we were actually able to chillax out there and we didn't have kids running through the aisles all the way through. Thank goodness, because there were kids going ballistic, which is weird. Like, the movie we went to see was not boring, so I was wondering why kids were going absolutely scatterbrain. My only idea was that they were so much candy. Like they were enthralled until the sugar hit. Once the sugar hit, it was just like game over. Two, um, it was a midnight show. So why would you bring that and a baby for a midnight show? Like maybe don't go out today. Maybe wait, for a matinee, which probably you could have done today because they're the day off today. I don't know. And so what did I go see? Well, I went to go see Sonic 3. First of all, the rumors are true. Sonic 3 is destroying Simba or Mustafa. I actually asked a couple of the guys there that did the whole thing, like how bad is it for like between Sonic 3 and it's no competition. Sonic 3 just has bigger numbers. And I asked what was like compared to Nosferatu, the movie that just came out, like a kind of a chic horror movie, or a gothic horror movie. That is beating out Mufasa. Mufasa has fail whaled the entire time. Like we beat out. There was 16 people there, and Mufasa had 8. So or 10. I think it was 8 or 10. I can't remember. No, I think he said he had 8 earlier, but it was 10 to that thing. It's just like that's kind of shocking. That's kind of the rumors are true. Now let's go through the storyline based off. I'm gonna have a little bit of spoiler warnings at the end, but so is Sonic 3 worth a watch? I would say yes. Sonic 3 is definitely worth a watch, but the biggest problem with Sonic 3 is the one problem I'm going to have to talk about because, it's the one thing I think everyone likes about this movie, but at the same time they don't. So I'm going to jump into spoilers territory. A little too much Jim Carrey. This movie is way too up its own ass with having Jim Carrey play two people. It works. It's over the top. The comedy. The funny thing is that Jim Carrey's just going ballistic, and that works for most things. But the problem is that kind of takes away from the actual scenario that's going on. A little bit of shenanigans is fine. This was over the top, but again, if this being maybe the last movie Jim Carrey ever does, I can't blame him for going over the top. Like, if this was his last shot into the wilds, I'm all in, absolutely enjoyed. But that kind of causes that problem. Otherwise, the acting was pretty good. I enjoyed the acting. I enjoyed the visuals were amazing. The voice acting, Keanu Reeves is a little stiff as a voice actor to begin with, but he still does a good job. The actress they got to play Maria seemed like Maria. And a little bit of a bitch though for like the first time meeting Shadow, but hey, that's kind of fun. It was seemed like a fun little franchise. I enjoyed this one a lot for what it was. And it would have been nice because we went to the late night show on purpose, so hopefully that no one would be around. And we ended up having like freaking 16 people show up. Mind you, still beat Mufasa, so hey, works for me. I wish this was a little less rambunctious. I'm so happy me and my buddy weren't in the aisles, like in the lower aisles, because there were kids going rampant once that trigger hit. Like I saw a kid drinking a Monster down in the bottom area, and I'm like, oh, why would you give your kid a Monster at this hour? I'm like, oh, that's a bad idea. Overall, an enjoyable movie, definitely worth a watch. I would even go and say this movie might be worth a buy, especially if you're a fan of the Sonic movies. Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 were good. And Sonic 3, they took out a lot of the human characters just aren't a part of this one as they were in the other ones. But this one is a little bit more balanced with the people that are in, and it's not an insane number of people. This movie could, we'll see how movie 3 works, but I mean movie 4, because it looks like we're getting a 4th movie already. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I honestly think this was probably the most solid trilogy of movies that are up there with the John Wick movies for being a solid trilogy. And yeah, no, I actually really like this. Definitely worth a watch. I'd like to thank everybody that listened in, and Happy New Year. And we'll see you next time on Orc War Chief Reviews. Bye.